A CBS 19 consumer alert now. You ordered salmon, common fish, but are you sure that's actually what you're eating?
Well, a new survey shows nearly 1/3 of all fish in the U.S. is mislabeled. CBS 19's Jennifer Heathcock joins us now. And Jennifer, what does this mean for people?
Well, Justin and Jillian, Oceana performed this survey and found that many cuts of fish were being replaced with something cheaper, overfished, or even risky to eat. Now that raises questions beyond just what it is that you're eating. Brian MacKenzie is enjoying an early dinner at Wasabi in Tyler.
Here, my favorite roll is the Tyler, Texas roll and the snow crab, I think it's called.
He loves sushi and fish.
Probably salmon. One of my favorites.
He was surprised to hear nearly 1/3 of all fish sold in the U.S. is mislabeled.
We kind of put a lot of faith in others when it comes to what we eat and where it comes from.
When you start breaking up and cutting up the fish before you even receive it, the chance of it being mislabeled increases numerous times.
Jesus Delgado-Charles, the general manager of Wasabi, says they receive their fish whole and fillet in-house to ensure you get what you order.
And you look at the redness and then also the way that it's got lines through it and the cut.
It's also important to know the shape, size, and texture, just like this salmon here, because you could also be allergic to whatever fish it is if it's not what it's labeled.
Fish are probably one of the biggest allergies in the United States, and so not knowing that you're actually getting exposed to that particular allergy can be life-threatening.
Nurse practitioner Catherine Giordano with Trinity Mother Francis says mislabeled fish could cause severe allergic reactions like swelling, shortness of breath, or vomiting. Her best advice?
Know what you're eating at all times.
And if you're shopping at the store, buy whole fish, ask questions, and if the price is too good to be true, it probably is.
When the product isn't cut in front of you, then you don't know what you're getting.
For customers at Wasabi, their trust is rolled up in the product.
It's always fresh, and yeah, I'm glad they ordered their fish whole.
Now, this study by Oceana was conducted over 2 years in various states across the country. They actually took samples of the fish and had it DNA tested to ensure it was the type listed on the label or menu. 1 in 3 of those results showed that it was not.
That is really pretty astonishing. Those are high numbers. So it says salmon, it may not be salmon. Did they say which fish were most often mislabeled?
Well, they did. They said if you really like snapper or tuna, you need to be aware of where it's coming from because it may not be what it says it is. Back to you.
You've got to ask, like you mentioned in your story.
Absolutely, always ask.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Now, Massachusetts congressman wants to pass legislation to improve transparency when it comes to fish. He plans to reintroduce a new bill to Congress in the next few weeks.
If you would like more information on that study, go to CBS19.tv, click on the hot button, and then just search for it under Friday.